Hi everybody, I'm A.
And I'm C.
And together we're
A and C Against the World.
Thank you for coming back. Thank you for watching our previous videos. We hope that you've enjoyed everything so far, and we hope that you'll enjoy what we've got for you tonight. Earlier, we had started a bit of an arc on us, how we met, how we got together, why we're here now.
Be sure to watch that before watching this.
Yes, it'll give a bit more context to where we are tonight. So the last us video that we did was how we met, if I recall.
How we met, yes, part 1.
Part 1.
Yeah.
This would be a how we met part 2 or 1A, depending on how you order things. But this is going to be about, excuse me, our first meeting, for that matter. So I thought it would be fun if we did a little bit of back and forth on this. So why don't you tell me and everyone what you remember about our first meeting, sweetie?
Sure. So we met for the first time, what was it, 5.5 years ago. Anyway, we met for the first time face to face in my area. So we were living in different cities, and it was about maybe like an hour and a half commute between the cities. So he's like, where do you want to have our first date? And I, of course, said, in my town.
Come on down.
So he was kind enough, gentlemanly enough to agree to that. And I went ahead and picked the place. It was Applebee's. I picked Applebee's because it was like a 2-minute drive from my house. I don't know. I guess my whole logic at the time was, if he bails on me, then I haven't wasted that much time leaving the house, etc.
I guess if it was bad, then you could
and that
flee
too
quickly, right?
You know. So that was our first date. That's at least where it was. Would you like me to go ahead and talk about the actual date, or do you want to?
May I have a moment
Sure.
to expand, right? So I remember everything that you said so far as accurate. We were about an hour and a half away at the time. I had started covering the entire state for the company I was with at the time, and I had to cross the state often. So we had mentioned previously we met on Match, and since I was going from here to there, I figured I would expand my search a bit and see what happened, right? And it was funny, after this date, but learning that we were only 2 minutes away from each other, I was like, you couldn't have drove an extra 10 minutes or something, right? But, you know, I got over it quickly. I remember it was Applebee's. I don't remember what I ate, but I do remember that during the date, you asked if you could sit by me, and
If you could sit by me.
If I could sit by her, sit together, and I was, that threw me, I guess, because that was the first time that had ever happened. I'd always had a first date across the table from someone, you know, and then second date, third date, you know, things got a bit closer. But I remember liking that you wanted to sit by me. I thought that was really nice. I remember you were beautiful, that you wore an orange dress that was very complimenting. I also remember that you had an odd two-tone hair thing going on.
Oh, yeah. I had orange. I was trying to go for like a blonde, but I had like orange in the front, and then the rest of my hair was black.
We were both young.
But he liked it enough to want to continue dating me, so.
Well, I'm glad that we moved past that point, right? Okay, back to you.
Yeah, so Applebee's, and I did ask him to sit next to me. I think in that moment it was more about my comfort. I just felt more comfortable with him sitting next to me. It just felt awkward, him being across the table. So he said yes, and that was nice to hear. So we went ahead and ordered food. I don't know what I ordered either. I guess that's not really important right now. But we did enjoy ourselves. It was a really good first date. I was smiling a lot because he's funny. And we enjoyed it so much that afterwards we went walking on the river walk.
I remember that too. The city where we met has a nice big river in it. It was convenient. I forget how far we had to go to get to the river walk, but it wasn't
10, 15
it wasn't far. And I remember we had a nice long walk, and that's something that we've continued to do is go on walks together. But I remember there was a couple of kids that were walking down the boardwalk or river walk or whatever, and they had commented on how cute we were together and blah blah blah.
That we were a cute couple.
And I was like, well, that's kind of weird, like who are these randos that have an opinion on our first meeting here? But I put that in the back of my head, and I was kind of like, yeah, sure. I don't know, that might be a little universal whatever going on there. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. I'll never forget those kids saying that to us. I was like, oh, that could be a sign. I don't know. We'll see.
And heck, here we are now, right?
Here we are now.
What else? Do you remember anything else about that first meeting?
I mean, that was pretty much it. There was no kiss on the first date. I will tell you that.
Very respectable, this one.
Thank you for respecting me.
Making me work for it,
So that was pretty much it. I think our date overall lasted, I don't know, maybe 4 hours at the max, I think. But I do remember I went back to my place, he went back to his, and I think we talked again the next day or that night. And you asked for a second date.
I had to play it cool, you know what I mean? You don't want to seem too thirsty at the first date, so yeah, I texted, I believe, and said something nice. This was nice. And then no, I was looking forward to it. I thought you were cool. I thought you were very pretty. I thought that you were funny and engaging as well. I liked that we went on a walk. I liked that you wanted to sit next to me. The random kids were fun too, and I liked that. We had that distance, yet we were still interested in going forward.
Yeah, and that's something that we'll get more into in the next video. So
yeah, the distance that worked. Yeah, no, and I just remember. I remember thinking. I mean, and I don't know if I can't imagine that I'm the only one that thinks this way when you go on a first date, but you meet people. We were in our earlier 30s when we first met.
Why are you revealing our age?
It happens, So you go on a lot of dates, and especially you get to a point, and like every time you get out there, you're kind of like, is this the person? Is this going to be the last one? Is this going to be the first last one, or whatever else? And I had that thought. I remember thinking that. I'm like, I wonder, and was the only one that really took, so mwah, love you, baby.
Love you too.
I think on that note, that pretty much sums up the first meeting.
Yeah.
Please tune back in. We're going to talk about our dating until we got engaged. That will be exciting, I hope. We'll do another episode on the engagement, which I love that story. It was, anyways, no spoilers. But from us to you, thank you so much for watching. Again, we hope you've enjoyed this snippet and slice of us. Please remember, subscribe, like, share, tell your friends, hide your kids, hide your wife. Be safe out there with what's going on.
Yeah, stay safe, stay well, stay inside, stay at home.
All that stuff. So, in closing, I'm A.
And I'm C.
Together, we are A and C against the world. Thank you so much, YouTube. We love you. We'll see you later.
Bye.